Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you're doing okay today. This is Ifoma, and today I'm going to be talking about an issue that is really important to our mental health, is really important to the way that we live our lives. Okay, today I'm going to be speaking on forgiveness. I'm going to be speaking on why forgiveness is important. How is forgiveness freedom for the person who was offended? The person, how is it freedom to the person who is going to be doing the forgiveness? Forgive me, there are a lot of F's here, okay? So I have to, be on point with my F's. But back to what we're talking about, forgiveness is freedom to the person who was offended when they offer their offender forgiveness. Now, do you know that there are scientific studies that show that unforgiveness and bitterness are tied to cancer? Like when somebody bears unforgiveness and bitterness in their hearts, it's tied to cancer developing in future if that person does not let that burden of bitterness and unforgiveness go. That's pretty huge. It's actually a proven scientific study. You can look it up. So many evidence to this particular point. Okay, that's number one. Okay, now imagine that somebody hurt you. Okay, I'm going to be looking at my little notes. Okay, but imagine that somebody hurt you. Okay, and then you are carrying around this weight on your shoulder, this weight in your mind, the weight of the offense. You keep on carrying that around you. Like somebody hurt you and you've not forgiven them, you'll be carrying a weight around with you. Okay, this means that whether one offense or many offenses will get to wound you, it will wound you inside over and over again. Okay, so why? Because you have not put the weight down. Okay, you've not put the weight down. So, and you didn't let the weight go, and you did not forgive. So that's why there's a huge burden on you wherever you go, when you've not forgiven somebody. And the person that who offended you is free. People err, it's human to err, it's human to make mistakes and offend people. So from time to time, yes, it's human. Yes, it's human that will happen from time to time. But then it's also, like they say, divine to forgive when somebody offends you. And it's not for the person's own good, it's for your own good, so that you are free. So you're not carrying around extra unnecessary weight. With this world, we have so much weight to carry already. Okay? So back to my notes. If you make up your mind to always forgive all offenses, ask God to help you to stay the course. Ask God to help you to stay that course, because sometimes you will forgive. Do you understand? You forgive offenses sometimes, but then something will happen that will remind you of just how bad it felt when that person offended you all over again. You get angry and you're like, oh, I just wish I can, have my pound of flesh. But when that kind of thought comes into your mind again, that's when you need God to help you. Because first of all, we have to choose to forgive, and then God, if you believe in God, assuming I believe in God, so He's my superpower, basically. He's my superpower to when I've chosen to forgive. But then it's now hard for me to carry out that choice. Then I now call on God to help me, because God will help you when you call Him, to help you with things like forgiving another human being. He will definitely help you, give you strength to do that, because it's not that easy by your own willpower. Okay? Now, anytime you feel the weight of unforgiveness, choose to forgive. How? By saying, I choose to forgive. Call the person who offended you, call their name. I choose to forgive. For example, I choose to forgive Larry for doing so and so to me. And the end of story. And whenever you feel bad again, you say it again. Whenever you feel bad about anything, you make that statement again. I choose to forgive Larry, Rose, Grace, whoever. I choose to forgive so and so for doing such and such to me. Okay? And say this as much as you need to. And many times too, most times we do things wrong, we also need to forgive ourselves. Yes, many times you get things wrong, you also need to forgive yourself. And sometimes there are people who are already dead and gone, but you still have unforgiveness and bitterness against them. You need to even also still call that person's name and say, you know what, so and so, I forgive you for hurting me in this way, and that way. So you have to voice it out. This is the way, the sure way for you to, let go. Just to let it go and just be free. It's not easy. I've been there. I've been hurt by people too, because yes, you live in this world, you're not an island, so people are going to hurt you, and you're going to hurt people too. I don't think you're perfect. Nobody is perfect. I mean, of course, most of us know we're not perfect. So therein lies the dilemma. Therein lies where that saying comes from, that to err is human and then to forgive is divine. So when you choose to forgive somebody for their offenses against you, that's divine. That's absolutely divine. And you know what? You're also shedding off weight from your heart, from your mind, from your life. You're becoming free. And most importantly, cancer is not going to get you, honey. Well, cancer that comes from bitterness and unforgiveness is not going to get you, because unforgiveness is not there, bitterness is not there. Yeah. So thank you for listening to my bit on forgiveness today. And I would also like to hear back from you. What's your experience been like? That hurts that you've carried around before in the past, or you're still carrying around with you. What is that? What's going on with you that or how did you forgive somebody? What is that thing that you think is unforgivable? What are those things you think are unforgivable? Just talk about it. So talk about those who've had to forgive somebody for something major. How did you do that? How did you accomplish it? So, or even what do you think about the whole topic? Well, state it in the comment section. I'll be looking for your comments, because we are all learning, as I'm teaching what I know, I'm also learning back from y'all with the comments that I see and that I, hear, and only constructive, comments, please, because whatever I'm giving here is constructive. So, on this, we don't do destructive stuff. We only, improve each other's lives. So I only expect constructive comments, and that's it. My hope for you is that you will have the strength within you to forgive whatever offense, to drop it, to let go of it, and to be free, to be totally just free, in your mind, in your heart. It's not easy, but once you do it, you're free. And it takes prayers for yourself, and God will give you the strength to do it, and prayers for that person who offended you, that God will also change that person from the inside out. You see, that's when you pray for people, you have like ultimate freedom, and it comes with blessings from God. Yeah. All right, well, take care until the next video. Bye bye.